I am one with my glorious I Am presence and Holy Christ Self. My personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment, and fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. There is much joy in the world. And joy is something that I love to talk about. Because it is your true nature, beloveds. There will come a time when you will be joyous every moment of every day. Because you will have transcended the illusion. And it is only within the illusion that there is pain, suffering, loss, destruction. All of these aspects of the illusion seem and feel so very real when you are stuck within them. But those of you who are listening to these videos are awakening rapidly. You are beginning to understand what the illusion is, how you have been brainwashed into thinking that you are not a divine child of God, that you are somehow not worthy of eternal joy, peace, health, and abundance of all things. So do not try and fight the illusion, beloveds. The illusion will disappear as you focus on what you know to be truth, the eternal divine reality that you are getting glimpses of during your meditations, during your moments of stillness, and perhaps during totally unexpected moments when this awareness simply comes upon you by the grace of God and by the grace of your own divine self. For know, beloveds, that you can only experience divine reality when you are either connected to God or connected to your I Am presence, which is, of course, one and the same thing. Your I Am presence is simply a small portion of the totality that God is. But there is no difference in the fundamental nature of your I Am presence and of God. So when you have the grace to have the experience, remember to be grateful afterwards. Even if the experience lasts for only a few seconds, It is still very real, beloveds, and is intended to give you a taste of what is to come, when you will be permanently in that state. It is also meant to encourage you to continue with the efforts that you are making to become whole and complete. It is to let you know that you are on the right path, even though you may still have moments of great pain or suffering. Know that they will not last for long. They are simply a part of the working out of karma from your past, and they will come to an end at some point, which is different and unique for every individual, as each one's karma is unique as well. So do not compare yourself with others, beloveds. Do not try to see if you are further along the path than any other, for appearances can be very deceiving. It is not because someone is in great suffering that they are very far from their ascension and final attainment. It might be that this is the very last thing that they need to experience before they ascend. So do not try to judge another. And likewise, do not try to judge yourself to determine where you might be along your path. Your I Am Presence knows exactly where you are and exactly what you need in order to fulfill and to complete your path of attainment. So continually look to your I Am Presence for guidance in all things. Have the courage and the determination to follow your I Am Presence. And beloveds, do remember to ask for your divine self's guidance, even in the seemingly smallest things. Let it become a habit that before you undertake any activity, that you ask what you should do. Christmas has found a sneaky way of doing what she likes by asking her I Am Presence if she can do a specific thing that she wants to do. And almost invariably, her I Am Presence will give her permission to do so. But this is also so that Christmas will become aware that just because her I Am Presence gives her permission does not mean that it was the highest and best thing that she could have been doing at that time. So this is why I advise you, before you decide what you wish to do, that you ask your I Am Presence what it wishes you to do, rather than setting before your I Am Presence a series of choices of what you want to do. Of course, beloveds, you will do what you want to do at all times. But I am asking you to want to follow your I Am presence. This is the greatest desire that the ego can have. For it must be the ego that desires this. For the I Am presence simply is. It is without desire. It sees all of what needs to be done at any given moment and will guide you in its perfect accomplishment. But it is the ego that must want to become the divine self. As long as the ego only wants to follow its own desires, you will remain stuck in the material world. But since you can exert an influence over your ego, you can make it want to be the divine self. You can make the decision not to follow the ego's desires at any given moment. This is how you learn discernment, beloveds. You learn little by little to discern between the voice of the ego and the voice of the I Am presence. I can only give you general guidelines that you can follow, but the experience of the discernment must come from within your own being, from your own spiritual practice. The ego mind feels very different from the divine mind, and you must learn to distinguish between those two feelings. In this way, you will know which voice to choose to follow. And the more you follow the divine voice, the more powerful it will come within you. The less you follow the ego voice, the smaller it will get, until it finally dissolves into the fullness of your own being. It can become one with the I Am presence as well. Just as your body, your emotions, your mind can also become one with your I Am presence, and will become one with it before your full ascension is attained. This is a wonderful path to be on, beloveds. It is a path of ever-increasing joy and wisdom as you learn to become your true and holy self. We are here to show you the way, but you yourself must follow the path. You must take each and every step on your own and receive the consequences of those steps, whatever they may be. until you walk into perfect joy, perfect bliss, and eternal oneness with the great I Am. I thank you for listening to these videos. I love you and I bless you always. I am Metatron.